You're laughing already.
I'm laughing already.
And we haven't even started.
Nope, we haven't started. I'm either going to be laughing or crying this entire time.
But sometimes you got an attitude.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you remember when we went to New York?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Because you were spoiled.
I was spoiled.
You were spoiled. You do know you were spoiled.
I don't deny it.
Okay.
I was spoiled.
What's not good?
What? I'm not answering that question. Here we go.
Well, on today's Unbound podcast, do I have a special guest? I mean, this is a seriously special guest because this is my first grandchild, my granddaughter, Kariss. Welcome, Kariss, to the Unbound podcast. You're laughing already.
Laughing already.
And we haven't even started.
Nope, we haven't started. I'm either going to be laughing or crying this entire time. So we'll see.
All right. Well, welcome. I'm glad to have you. You're looking all cute and beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you do something special for this podcast?
I mean, just a little something.
I've never seen those glasses before.
I wear the glasses every day, Poppy.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay. If you hear the word Poppy, that's what the grandkids and the great grandkids. For those who don't know, I got 4 kids, 13 grandkids, 5 great grandkids, and Kariss has all five of my great grandkids. Am I finished with great grandkids from you?
For now.
For now.
For now.
Wait a minute. Okay, maybe we need to get your husband in this podcast because I'm a little confused right now. Okay.
For now.
Okay, and that's 1 boy and 4 girls. Oh my goodness. The boy is, we call him JT.
Yes.
And so he gets a lot of special attention.
Yes, he does.
Because he's surrounded by all these ladies, but he does have his daddy, so that's good. So Kariss, you've grown up as part of the Evans family for now 33 years?
34.
You're 34 years old?
I'll be 35 this year.
What?
Yes.
And the reason I'm saying what is because that means I'm old, but that's another story.
Everybody's getting older.
I know it. So talk about memories. When you think about growing up in our household, tell me the things that come to mind that are highlights for you.
I think the highlights of growing up in our family, just all the times we've been together. I think we laugh a lot as a family. I think we're together a lot as a family, probably more than other families get their extended families together, I would imagine. And I just remember you convincing me to want pancakes so that I could tell Nani that I want pancakes so that she would make me pancakes and then therefore you could have pancakes. And just times of being together, I think, are what are the sweetest times in my memory. Just all of us being together.
Well, we are together a lot because we were at church all the time. We ate breakfast every Sunday at church. Every once a month we have dinner.
Even before once a month, it was every Sunday.
That's true.
We would have dinner every Sunday, and then it went to once a month.
So were we together too much?
Absolutely not. Now, if you ask the in-laws that question, they might have a different answer.
Okay, but we're talking about you growing up.
We were never together too much.
Because you were spoiled.
I was spoiled.
You were spoiled. You do know you were spoiled.
I don't deny it.
Okay.
I was spoiled. I was spoiled, for better or for worse.
Now, there was a very uniquely special relationship with your grandmother, okay? Which was my late wife, Lois Evans, better known as Nani.
Nani.
So let's talk specifically about you and Nani.
Okay.
And some of those special memories. Of course, Nani went home to be with the Lord on December 30th, 2019. But all those years, there was this special tie. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, I was with you guys a lot because, my mom was single and working. And so I was with Nani a a whole lot. Every Sunday, we would go out and have a girls' day. Every Wednesday night, I would come over y'all's house. And so the relationship that her and I had was just sweet because of the time that I think we spent together. And I think, it's unique because she was my grandmother, but she was a young grandmother. And so she had energy for me. I think our relationship was the priority because she was a grandparent. So she didn't have to, necessarily think about disciplining me as much as it was just loving me and enjoying me. And I think that made our relationship really special, just the element of just enjoying being together.
So you would come over on Wednesday night.
Wednesday nights.
You would go to church.
Yep.
And then spend the night.
Yep.
And I would take you to school on Thursday.
Yep.
Okay?
After getting donuts.
I was going to get to the donut part. The donut
After
part.
getting donuts.
You became the queen of donut. I mean, the donut lady who's still there
She's still there. Yep.
From when you were a little girl.
Yep.
You got to know her. She would hug you when you came in and give you extra donuts.
She still gives my kids extra donuts.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, she comes around and hugs us every time we come in. So yeah, she's still there. Still.
Okay, so let's go back to being spoiled, particularly by Nani. Okay, because you climbed up in the bed. You were sleeping in our bed.
I did.
And talk about the freck.
The freck.
The freck.
Thank God for the freck. She would send me, a freck is a small amount of money, but particularly it was $100 bill. It was $100 every time she would give me a freck.
What?
Yes.
No, I knew she snuck you money, but I didn't know that she snuck you
$100.
Snuck you $100.
Oh, yeah, $100. And in the early 2000s, $100 could get you far. I mean,
Okay.
I was big balling on $100.
So how did this work? I mean, I knew it was happening, but I didn't know the system. How did the system work?
I would just say, Nani.
Oh, you would ask for the freck.
Sometimes I would ask. Sometimes she would sneak it in my hand as I was leaving with my mom. Sometimes I would ask you, and you would put up a fuss and a fight, and then you'd be like, okay, Lois, give her the freck. I would get one way or another.
You were working the system, weren't you?
Yes.
You were working the system. Now,
Hey, ask and you shall receive.
well, now you're going to go biblical on me. Okay, so there's a lot of fun times.
Yes.
With, growing up. But sometimes you got an attitude. Let's talk about the attitude, because it all wasn't fun and games.
What part of the attitude would you like to talk about?
whichever you started, and I'll pick it up.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you remember when we went to New York?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We go to New York, and we were in some store, and you wanted to buy something, and we wouldn't let you buy it, and then you copped an attitude, and we wanted to send you back home almost. Okay, let's talk about that. Do you remember that?
Well, I have a little bit of memory about that.
How convenient is that?
And all I can say about that is the Lord has refined me through time to be a lot more, not attitude-ish.
We called it a tude.
A tude,
A tude. The attitude, the short for it was a tude.
Yep.
And so you would develop this tude when you didn't get your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was used to getting my way, y'all. Y'all allowed me to get my way a lot. This is not just me.
Oh, so
All the focus is on me here. Y'all gave me a lot.
The focus is on you because it's my podcast. I can make the focus where I want it to be. But, okay, but we did spoil you.
Yes.
Because you're the first grandchild,
Yeah.
and you spent so much time with us and traveled with us, and we took care of you while Mama was working and all of that. And was there anything about just that growing up period of time and the time we spent together that you didn't like, that you said,
Going home. Having to go back home.
Okay. Explain that.
I think, you and Nani were in a different phase of life than my mom was, especially when I was, younger, before my mom was married. So, at home it was fun, but my mom was a single mom. And so there wasn't that kind of two-parent established household in the beginning. And so I enjoyed just being with my grandparents. I think y'all had a revolving door, so there were always people who were there to see you, to talk to you. My aunts and uncles were always kind of coming through. And then also, I got almost whatever I asked for. So what grandchild wants to go home at that point?
So let me get, I don't know that I've ever heard you state it quite that way. So wait a minute. So when you found out you had to go home, which would be on a Thursday in terms of the school week, you were actually upset.
Yeah.
Did you tell Nani that?
I mean, I probably would beg, like, please come pick me up on Thursday. Or sometimes, like, I would come and spend the night the Saturday before church.
That's true. That's true.
So I would weasel my way over there however I could.
So does this spoiling back then explain you now?
I wouldn't say now as in present day. Okay. I would say that it would explain me 10 years ago, like when I first got married. For sure.
Oh, we're gonna get into that.
Marriage.
Okay, we're gonna get into that. But you're around ministry all the time because of the church and everything, and the urban alternative and all of this. So, how was it like growing up around ministry, the ministry side of church all the time, and all of that? Were the pros cons related to that?
Yeah, it felt normal because that was the only thing that I ever knew. It felt normal. It felt like this is what we do. And I use the word we because everybody in the family was involved in some way. So whether my mom was singing in the choir, I remember for a long time she would lead a workout in the I don't know, what do you call it, exercise ministry. Auntie Scylla was speaking, Anthony was singing, Jonathan was Jonathan, at the time. I don't think he was actually doing anything. But
wait till I have my interview with him. Tell him
it just seemed at the time that everyone was involved. So it was my normal. Anything
you didn't like about it?
I would say that the thing that I didn't like is probably the thing that I still don't like, is that there does seem to be a lack of privacy. I think that a lot of times there's a level of access that maybe people feel entitled to. So whether that's you're out at dinner and, people will come up to you, or like when we've been out to dinner and people come up to you. And while I understand and can appreciate, the words that people say, and I've always seen how you respond, how everybody in the family has responded, and I do respond the same way. Sometimes I wish
you get on your nerves sometimes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it gets on my nerves. It can just be tiresome. It can be tiresome. But that's the only thing I can think of that would be tiresome or anything of that extent.
So,
the lack of
growing up as part of this ministry family was overall positive for you then?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And so I'm
what are you about to say?
I'm just remembering. I'm going down memory lane in my head right now. And I'm remembering just you getting your way all the time.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm trying to find why I let that happen.
Because I was your first grandchild. And you had the time and the means. And because you love me so dearly.
You overstating the case right now, but okay. Okay. So you're growing up. So let's hear a little bit of your story. So walk us through the Kariss phases of life. As much as you can remember, go back and start from season to season to season. Let me hear a summary of
season. So first season is me and my mom, and we were locked in. It was just her and I. She was a single mom. I was in school with her, or I was in school while she was in college. We moved back to Dallas. I remember very keenly, probably around the time Auntie Scylla got married, telling my mom, hey, you need to get married. It's time. Like, I need a father figure in the house.
You told your mom that?
Oh, absolutely. I remember saying at dinner one time when I think it was maybe one of the first dinners that we had when Uncle JC, Jerry, and Auntie Scylla, Priscilla were dating. I remember leaning over to my mom and saying, if she doesn't take him, you should. Like, you need to get married. And if it's Uncle JC at the time they were dating, I didn't know if it was going to work out. So I was like, Mom, you should, y'all can work out if Auntie Zola and him don't work out.
Wait a minute. Back up. This is new information. Auntie Zilla, your aunt,
Yes.
Crystal's sister,
Yes.
is dating what would be her future husband.
Yes.
And you are suggesting to Crystal,
Yes.
if it doesn't work out with Priscilla and her boyfriend, Jerry,
Absolutely.
that she should marry Jerry so you could have a father.
Absolutely. In my 7 and 8-year-old mind, that was the logical next steps if it didn't work out. He was a great candidate. Auntie Zilla already vetted him. It could work out for my mom. So I was really, focused on getting my mom married. So then next season of my life is my mom gets married. And I was very excited to kind of have the 2-parent household that I had longed for and that I had built up in my mind. And then, like anything, there's a little bit of disillusionment when you get what you want. And, I wasn't necessarily prepared for what it is actually like to have a father in the home who's not your grandfather, who's just going to give you whatever you desire, anytime you desire it and all of that. And so also, like, we had a blended family. My stepdad brought in my stepsister. And so that was new. Suddenly I'm not the only child anymore. Suddenly I'm not the only grandchild anymore. I don't want to talk about that. Those were dark times at the time. But yeah, it was very hard. It was a very hard transition, very hard. But also during that season, my mom was able to stop working. And so she homeschooled me from 6th to 12th grade.
Okay, talk about being homeschooled.
Yeah, I really...
From 6th to 12th grade.
From 6th to 12th. I really enjoyed being homeschooled. I think that school was not for me in the traditional sense.
We're going to get to that. We're going to definitely get to that.
We're going to get to all of these things.
Yes,
I don't want to get to some of these things.
Yeah.
But no, I think school's not for me in the traditional sense. I was not great at sitting behind a desk and test taking. It was miserable. And so with homeschooling, she was really able to focus my time and attention on things that were important to me. The arts and,
Now, your mom is very unusual.
She's going to watch this, so I can't say that. She can say that.
Okay. She's very unusual. She's brilliant.
Yes, she is brilliant.
She's
Absolutely.
brilliant. And
Absolutely.
So you're being homeschooled by this brilliant person who has high demands and expectations.
Yes.
But you were loving it. So
I was loving being homeschooled in a general sense, that I had the time to focus on things that I loved. I did not love so much the demand of excellence.
Okay. She's a little overbearing on you, would you say?
Those are your words. See,
Yeah.
she's going to watch. I would not use overbearing.
What would you use?
I would say that she is, as a teacher, she is committed to fostering excellence at all costs.
Oh, that word salad. Oh, my goodness.
At any and all costs.
Okay.
Yeah, we would rewrite
Would somebody else
papers.
say it was overbearing?
That's not really my place to say what somebody else would say. I don't know. I would just say that she was committed to fostering excellence at all costs, any costs.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, continue. You're telling us the story.
Yes. So I was homeschooled. I thought that was great, but I really longed for a school experience after high school. And Jonathan had gone to Baylor University, and we would, you and Nani would drive me down to all of Jonathan's Baylor games for the 4 years,
Talk
that
about
he
those
was
drives
there.
down, 'cause I
Great
remember that drive
Temptations, blaring in the speaker.
But listen to the Temptations.
Yeah, Nani
all the way
being
up and down.
annoyed that it was so loud. Yeah, we would all the way there and back. And that was a long season. It was like 4 years, and we would go in football season. And so I think that really gave me this longing for a college football experience. I didn't want to go far from home. And honestly, at the time, all of my prayers involved finding a husband and having children.
Is
And
that right?
Oh, absolutely.
You were actually talking to God about that.
That was the only thing I was talking to God about at that time in high school.
Because you sure weren't talking about school.
No,
why didn't you pray about school?
Because I didn't care about school.
But school cost.
Yes.
And you weren't paying.
Yes.
So explain
I should
that.
have been praying about school. But in my mind, I was going to college to have an incredible experience. In my mind, Jonathan went to Baylor, so there would be other men like Jonathan at Baylor who would be eligible to be my husband. And so I wanted to go to Baylor, regardless of the fact that I hated school. And so I went for fashion design because that was the least schooly thing I could go for. And I genuinely had a passion for sewing and creativity. I think I minored in art history at one point and then studio art at another point, but very art focused. What I did not anticipate was that there are these things called prerequisites that include like algebra and foreign language and science.
And explain what you did or did not do with that.
Are we supposed to be talking about this?
We're supposed to be talking about your story. This is part of your story.
This is you interjecting your personal feelings about my
That's right.
story.
I'm venting right now because I still feel the pain.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, repentance.
So yes, what exactly do I need to repent for is for is for not being serious about school when I went, is not being dedicated and focused to my grades, prerequisite
Did you ever
grades.
formally apologize to me for that?
If I have not,
No, you
this
haven't.
is my formal apology
Okay.
for going to school on your dime and not being attentive and focused on the point of why I was at Baylor in the
And
first
therefore,
place.
let's continue
And
this.
therefore, squandering the money that you paid for me to go to an expensive college.
Okay, and therefore,
habit
since
in college.
money was squandered that was not your money,
Yes.
is there a debt due to be reimbursed for?
Is there a debt that you would like me to pay?
Oh, yes.
In like actual money, or can I work for it? Can I just work for your ministries?
What are you going to do? Oh, you're going to volunteer time?
Well, I did come and work for your ministry after I failed in college. I came and worked for TUA.
Did we pay you?
Yes.
Well, then, I don't know. I don't even remember what you did for TUA, but
I did graphic design.
oh yeah, you did do graphic design for a while.
I did graphic design for a while.
But you got paid.
I did.
And did you give me any of that?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay. So you
didn't.
still owe. Okay.
This is like
All
a
right.
confessional, but it's
Yes, it
aired
is.
to your million subscribers. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
So, continue with your story.
Yes. Okay. So yes, I enjoyed Baylor to the fullest, but did not make great grades. While I was there, I did meet my husband. He was starting a business while he was there, and it really aligned well with just what I was good at, and so he started a photography business. I joined in on it. Ended up loving that. Skip forward a little bit. The next season of life, we got married really young, 22 and 24. And we were in business together while he was also a mechanical engineer for NASA, which was great because he, unlike me, focused in college.
Oh, did he graduate?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But
Why was he attracted to you?
because I'm me. What do you mean?
I'm trying.
What kind of question is that from my grandfather?
I'm trying to understand.
Let's ask him.
No,
Babe, what are you
no,
attracted
no. Wait, you're talking to me. Okay, what was it about you that caught his attention? You think?
Well, we've had this conversation before. He said that I was unlike the other women that he was looking at as a prospective, wife at Baylor. He said that I was very focused on family and had a heart for, growing a family, starting young, being willing to do the hard things together. He said it was my mindset. Also, I'm incredibly attractive.
Oh, and awesomely humble. Wow.
Well, humble is having an accurate view of oneself. So, yes, I am also humble.
So you really think you're beautiful?
If my mom was here, she would be like,
Dad. Do you think you're beautiful?
Yes, and I would say that is because you, from a very early age, instilled in me that I was beautiful. You would look at me and you would rub my face and you would say, "You are so pretty. You're so beautiful." You would constantly feed that into me.
Because I wanted you to have a good self-image.
Well, then there you go.
Wasn't like I was trying to tell the truth. I was just trying to...
I'm so glad that people will get a chance to see who you are.
Okay.
This is a very true representation of who you are.
Now, when you were a little girl, we developed a song around you.
Yep.
Kariss Farris.
Yep.
Okay, sing that little jingle. I think Priscilla did that.
You are a very pretty girl. See?
Okay.
On November 1st, you came into the world. You were 8 pounds, 7 ounces, 20 inches, lots of hair. KB, you are our baby, or something like that.
That's pretty good, yeah.
I don't think I got the weight right.
So you developed a nickname
Yep.
that went from Kariss to Care Bear to Bear.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about that nickname.
I don't know where that came from.
Oh, okay.
I was a baby, but y'all still to this day call me Bear.
We call her
Everybody calls
Bear.
me Bear.
Okay, so that goes back to Shari Curl, who was Crystal's friend.
Yes.
And there was a Care Bear. There was a bear that was called Care Bear. And so she called you Care Bear, and somehow it caught on, and then Care dropped off, and you became Bear.
I just became Bear.
Okay. But then when you became...
Oh, here we go. Go ahead. Let it out. Let it out.
When you became Bear, you lived up to your name.
I did, because I went to Baylor. We're the Baylor Bears. Yep.
Maybe, yeah, okay, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to help you here.
That's not quite what I'm talking about. But yeah, but Baylor was the Baylor Bears. That's the Baylor Bears. But you were also enjoying the food at Baylor, right?
No, not at Baylor.
Oh.
It wasn't until after Baylor, when I did not finish like I had hoped and was depressed and at home and living again with my mom, that I began to enjoy food and live up to the name Bear. Is what you were alluding to.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave that one there. Okay, so let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
You did not grow up with your biological father. So, because you talked about your mom being a single parent. So, talk to me about the impact or non-impact of that.
I don't think that I have began to feel the impact of that until maybe in the last 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that growing up, I did not feel like I was missing anything. I can't remember looking back, growing up, thinking, oh my gosh, I'm missing my father. I think you were incredibly present. Anything that like a dad would have been at, I'm going to cry.
Okay.
Anything that a dad would have been at, you were there for. And so I never felt like I was missing out on the father figure side of things. Mm-hmm. I didn't even really think about it. The reason why I say I've only realized it in the last 5 years is because there were transitions. There was, having you, and then there was, having my dad, my stepdad be there, and then, kind of growing up and, Nani passing away. And my dad has had a few strokes. When I say my dad, I'm talking about my stepdad, but my dad has had a few strokes. And so that's changed, his role and his ability. And so I think that's made me confront, hey, wait a minute, what does it look like to be fatherless in a sense? So yeah, I would say it's been in the last 5 years that I've really had to process what that's like.
How has that process gone? What does processing mean for you as you work through that?
I think for me, it has looked like really having an understanding of who God is as my father, which has been helpful because even, a perfect or, there can't be a perfect earthly father. So even though I feel like I have had good earthly fathers, God is the perfect father. And so I think having the opportunity to really understand who God is as a father has just been helpful. It's just been
So
helpful.
let's talk about that, because there's so many children who grow up without their biological father, and that's happening more and more. So there's that empty space. If you were talking to a group of women, in particular women, children in general, but women in particular, who have that missing space, what would you say to them about being in that place, God as their father, and adjusting to that reality that you're talking about now?
Yeah, I would say to use it as an opportunity to ask God to show you who he is and can be as a father in your life. I have seen God provide for me. I've seen him protect me in ways that I would not have imagined he could do, not being that he is not a physical presence here on earth. I have seen him give me understanding and wisdom. And I think that I don't know if I would have sought him as a father out as much or as intentionally as I had if I didn't feel like I was missing something in the last 5 years.
So God filled in some gaps.
For sure, absolutely.
Okay. How did you
Absolutely.
pursue God in that way when you realized that there was this missing piece? How did you come to him for that?
Practically, it was reading a lot of books,
Okay.
counseling, reading the Bible also. I hate to say it, but in this era of AI, it is really helpful to say, like, give me every scripture example of God as a father. That is a resource that I think that people should use to study scripture. Not necessarily, the meaning of it, but if you're looking for something in particular, ask it. Give me every scripture pertaining to fatherlessness or fatherhood or who God is as a father in every example. So I used that. But it was like a treasure hunt. It felt like a treasure hunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would literally encourage people
Yes.
to search the scriptures
Yes.
for references to God as a father.
Absolutely.
To try to begin to relate to him in that way.
Yes. Yes.
Because many people don't relate to God. He's out there. He's not present.
Yes.
And
I would definitely encourage women or just anyone as you're in the search to be specific with God about how you need him to show up. And when you're specific with him, keep your eyes open for how he communicates with you. Because I think that I have been very surprised by the ways that God has shown me who he is as a father. Because it just didn't always come in ways I expected it to.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, your mother now 5.
Yes.
Of course, your children have a father.
Yes, they do.
And what are some of the things that you think you could carry for? We talk about legacy and what you pass on. From your experience with our family that you want to inculcate in your family as a mother of 5?
Yeah, I think I would say servanthood. I have seen everyone in our family serve faithfully in one way or another. Nani did a lot of serving behind the scenes. So whether it was, feeding everybody, feeding an entire house after a busy Sunday, the work that she did at building and cultivating the urban alternative. She did a lot of work behind the scenes in serving. And also, you, of course.
Thank you a lot. Okay. I wasn't there.
Right, you were there.
No, go ahead.
There. But I've seen that trickle down to everyone in our family. Everyone serves faithfully, serves the Lord faithfully specifically. And so I would definitely encourage that of my children to seek out the way that God wants them to serve and do that faithfully.
let's take a moment to talk about your 5 children.
Yep.
See, you're excited about that. Okay. Name them and tell me something briefly about
Oh my goodness.
each one of the 5 so we can hear who you're mothering.
Okay. All right. Lois Elizabeth is our oldest.
Talk about that name.
Lois, yep. She's named after both of our grandmothers. Josh and I's grandmothers are actually named Lois. So she's doubly named after our grandmothers. Lois Elizabeth is my great aunt Elizabeth. She is bold, gregarious, and fiercely loyal. And she is also exactly like my mother. So that's fun.
Which means what?
Just take it how you want to take it. Take it how you want to take it.
I want your mother to hear this.
I'm not saying anything bad. I just said take it how you want to take it.
Is it good?
Sure.
Okay, so what's good?
She is brilliant.
She's brilliant.
She's brilliant.
What's not good?
What? I'm not answering that question. Okay. And then we have Joshua Thomas. So he's Joshua the second. We call him JT. He is witty. He is incredibly athletic. And he is curious.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have, who's next? Josephine Grace. She is a homemaker. That's the best way to describe her.
What does that mean?
She loves all things having to do with home, cooking, cleaning, organizing.
And how old is she now?
She's 5, but she gets immense joy out of cleaning and organizing a space. So we just
know that about
cooking, getting dressed. She just loves all of that.
Okay.
So she is a homemaker. She is a peacemaker, and she's very thoughtful. Okay, we have Evelyn Roxana. So Evelyn, who is named after your mom, my great-grandmother, and then also Josh has a great aunt named Evelyn.
Okay.
Roxana is her middle name, and that is Josh's mom's middle name. She terrifies us. We are terrified. She
She's
is
how old now?
3.
So you got a 3-year-old terrorist living in the house. Okay.
We're in fear every day. She is, I don't even know. I want to skip her and go to the next one because I don't have words to describe right now.
Well, how is she a terrorist?
She is.
That's a horrible thing. What are you doing, a terrorist?
She is, I don't know. I would just give it a phrase. Whatever she sets her mind to do, she is going to do.
But what makes it a terrorist, though?
That whatever she sets her mind to do, she is going to do.
Good or bad.
And she is radical, good or bad.
Can you give an illustration?
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know. I can't even. No,
I'm thinking about something destructive.
It can be destructive.
But, tell me something.
I don't know. A couple weeks ago, she went through all of my makeup and rubbed it all on the wall. But she was convinced it was an art. It was an art piece that she had just bestowed upon us, and that we should be grateful for it. She did not understand at all why it was not the most beautiful thing in the world.
Okay.
And there was nothing that we could say to convince her that this was wrong.
Okay.
So, but anyway, no, she is. Very, bold. She is also very fun. I would give her that word. Fun. She is fun. Yeah. Okay. And then we have Selah Priscilla. Priscilla being after Auntie Scylla, Priscilla Shire. We don't know yet. We're still figuring it out. We're seeing that she enjoys tampering with her siblings, that she's got a little bit of instigator in her, but we don't know. We're still figuring her out. But most of all, she's joyful. So that's exciting to see.
All right. Well, I hope you're finished.
I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, you mean you hope I'm finished having children?
Yes.
Well, like I said, that we don't know. We'll see what happens.
There's still a possibility?
There's a small possibility.
Okay, do you need to tell me something right now?
No, I am not pregnant.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
I'll get nervous.
Could you imagine?
You're open to having more.
I am open to having more in the future. Not right now.
In the future?
In the future. In the future. Not right now. Josh is currently shaking his head off camera.
Okay, so tell me about Josh then.
What about Josh?
Anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say. Josh is a leader. Josh is an entrepreneur. Josh is committed to being a good father, which is
Okay.
why we have so many kids.
Okay. All right. So, and you've been married now how long?
10, 11 years.
11 years.
Yeah, it'll be 12 this year, I think.
Oh, my. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been talking about involving Jesus in every moment of life. Okay, you wrote something.
Yeah, I wrote a book about it.
What's the book called?
Jesus Everywhere.
Jesus Everywhere. So talk about the impetus for the book and what you were seeking to accomplish through the book, Jesus Everywhere.
Yeah, the impetus for the book is at the time when I was writing it, and I wasn't even trying to write a book. I was just posting on social media these little devos. And the impetus was I did not have long amounts of time to just sit and read the Bible and, have these deep devotional, discoveries like I wanted to. And so I asked God, I need you to show me you in just my everyday life. And it was like a flower blossomed in the way that I just started to see examples of Christ and me as his child when it came to parenting, because that was where the majority of my time was going. And so just in my everyday life, things would just come to light about how I was parenting the kids and how God sees me. And so I would write devotionals based off of that. And it was just about seeing Jesus everywhere.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so what would you say to a discouraged person who needs to see Jesus everywhere? Life is not going like they want it. They're living hopeless for whatever reason, and they need to see Jesus more clearly everywhere. What would you say to them?
I would say that the Bible says, knock and you will find me, or seek me and you will find me if you seek me with all of your heart. And so the first is that you have to seek. I think you have to take that first step and start looking and ask him to show up. But in the seeking, it means, yes, open your Bible. Yes, pray. Yes, be in community with like-minded believers. And then get my book. Jesus Everywhere.
Okay, a little promo there. Okay. Well, we've had some seasons of loss in our family and grief and pain. The biggest piece is the loss of Nani, okay, because that affected us all, me as a husband and then you as a grandmother and she as a mother. And I remember when you said, when you had your last baby and you were sad that Nani was not here to welcome her into the world, was your statement. Yeah. Okay. How have you walked through the sadness? And we've had other parts of our family where we've had losses. Josh's father died suddenly, unexpectedly, and so with an asthma attack. And you had to share his loss too. So there's been these painful moments. Talk about those as you can.
Yes, I would say to your question, I have allowed myself to grieve. So even now, if that means I'm about to cry, which is what that probably means.
It's okay.
But when the idea of Nani or even, Josh's dad, as he's, been grieving, comes up, I allow myself and Josh and, all of our family, cry when you need to cry. Talk about them when we need to talk about them. I talk about Nani constantly. Constantly. Especially to Ellie. Because I want her to know who she was. And even though she has not been able to experience her, I want her to feel like she has had memories because of how much we talk about her. So the answer really is just allowing grief and not trying to put it in a box or save it until I'm alone. But just, things are sad, and it's okay to grieve.
Yeah. We all we all share that, and of course her name comes up in family gatherings,
Yeah.
which are regular, and
Yep.
it's part of our lives. And her impact and memory is felt deeply and ongoingly in everything we've touched, because everything we touched, she touched. And so, and when we started out, you were talking about the pancakes,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that was quite the
I
event
still
at our
can't
house.
replicate those pancakes. It drives me crazy.
I know your Uncle Anthony is the closest
Yeah,
one
he's
we've
the
come
closest
to
we
it.
can get.
We can get to it, because she was the pancake entrepreneur
Oh, yeah.
of our family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the future, as you look into the future, what are your dreams, your hopes,
Dreams.
your desires,
Oh,
your goals?
dreams, hopes, desires, goals. Right now, as far as I can see into the future, my desire is to be, I don't know a better way to word this than how I'm about to say it, but is to really master homemaking. It is so, it can be such a big job. I think I saw somewhere online someone put a cost to it. Like if one person, a homemaker, was to be paid for everything that they do in the home, and it was like $400,000 a year, $500,000 a year, because it takes every part of your brain. It takes every part of your emotional wherewithal. It takes every part of your, logic and your organization and all of that. And so I think my goal right now, we've had 5 kids back to back. And so I haven't really had time to breathe. It's to breathe and become just the master of my home and making sure that it runs well. And then apart from my home, I would say that a goal of mine is to really understand what God wants me to do to serve outside the home and pursue that with my whole chest. So I think I'm slowly gaining understanding of what
And what is that? What are you seeing?
writing and speaking. Yeah.
Okay. Writing and speaking, okay? And you and your husband have a business.
Yes, we
that's
do.
Photography business
Yes.
and marketing.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes.
so
I love it.
That's growing. So you're helping him with that.
Yeah.
But we live in a day when a lot of women don't want to master homemaking,
No,
even when they have children. If you were talking to them, what would you say?
And I'm talking to women who do have children.
Who do have children,
And
yes.
who-
But they ain't into it.
Yeah. I think that when your time is coming to a close at the end of your life, you will not be thinking about your coworkers and how far up the chain you were able to ascend in your career. I think what will be most important are that the people who are around you, you invested into well and intentionally. And that is what matters. And so if it is difficult for you to focus and be attentive to and have the want to be at home, think about the end. Think about the end.
Well, I am so proud of you as my granddaughter, as the first grandchild. I remember with great fondness when you first came home, and how we adopted you and walked with your mom through those years. And so it's refreshing to hear that there was no lack, no significant lack, because we were able to surround you with love. And I would say to anybody who doesn't have that biologically, to get it through some extended way,
Yeah.
so that you feel family, even if it's not as you would have wanted it to be ideally,
Yeah.
because you still have that love, and you were never without love.
Never.
You were never without love, and I know you have felt that, you feel that, and we've tried to replicate some of that, even with your kids, taking them
Yeah.
for donuts,
Yeah.
and kind of repeating some of those things that were part. You even moved y'all
I
moved
sure
the
did.
house. Say something about that.
I sure did. I told my husband that one of my goals was to be in y'all's neighborhood, to be able to walk to your house. So as soon as we could, we moved into y'all's neighborhood and was able to walk to your house. I did. I sure did.
Yeah, and so I told Ellie, our oldest great-grandchild, that when the weather got warm, we were going to come and we were going to walk from your house to our house. And then she says, and we're going to get donuts.
Yeah.
Right. So
just walk to the donuts to even it out,
Well, I'm excited to have you as part of the Unbound podcast and to be able to reminisce a little bit with my
thanks
special
for having me.
bear. And we'll be excited to see what God's going to do with you as a wife, as a mother, and as a kingdom servant. And we love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Okay.
The pain remains, but so does hope. Every ending leads to something new. The memories still softly linger, like the rain that won't quite fade. And some nights my heart feels heavy from the choices that we made. But I've learned that even heartache cannot hold me where I stand. For every door that closes slowly opens roads I've never planned. Though the sadness still remains, I know this isn't where I end. Every goodbye holds a new sunrise. Every loss can heal again. So I'll keep walking toward tomorrow with hope inside my soul, trusting brighter days are waiting somewhere down this road. There were dreams I thought were forever. Now they drift like fallen leaves. But the future whispers gently, there is more ahead for me. Though the sadness still remains, I know this isn't where I end. Every goodbye holds a new sunrise. Every loss can heal again. So I'll keep walking toward tomorrow with hope inside my soul, trusting brighter days are waiting somewhere down this road. I may carry scars from yesterday, but they won't define my way. 'Cause even broken hearts can find a stronger love someday. Though the sadness still remains, I know this isn't where I end. Every goodbye holds a new sunrise. Every loss can heal again.